Hello, everyone, and welcome to Hello Word. I'm your host, Alex, and I'm thrilled to have you join me today as we delve into another fascinating word in the English language. Today's word is classification. What exactly does that mean, and how can we use it effectively? Well, classification as a noun refers to the act of grouping things together based on shared characteristics or similarities. It's the process of organizing items into categories or classes. Think about sorting your clothes, arranging books on a shelf, or even how scientists organize the animal kingdom. In everyday language, you might hear someone say, "The classification of these documents is confidential," or "the library uses a specific system for the classification of books." Let's explore some synonyms that can enrich your vocabulary. One synonym for classification is categorization. For example, the categorization of the data helped us identify key trends. Another synonym is grouping. We could say the grouping of students was based on their skill level. A third synonym is sorting. The sorting of recyclables is essential for environmental conservation. And another one is arrangement. The arrangement of the flowers created a beautiful bouquet. Let's consider one more synonym, organization. The organization of the files improved our efficiency. Now, let's turn our attention to antonyms, words with opposite meanings. An antonym for classification is randomization. The randomization of the experiment ensured unbiased results. Another antonym is disorder. The disorder in the room made it difficult to find anything. A third antonym is chaos. The chaos after the storm made classification of the damage difficult. Another antonym is mixture. The mixture of different genres in the playlist was quite eclectic. One more antonym, scattering. The scattering of seeds across the field resulted in diverse plant growth. How can we use classification in everyday life? Well, consider these scenarios. When you're shopping online, you're using classification all the time. You might classify products by price, brand, or customer rating. If you're planning a trip, you might classify destinations by their cost, activities, or weather. In a classroom, a teacher might use classification to group students for different activities or to classify different types of literature. At work, you might be involved in the classification of customer data or the classification of project tasks. Even deciding what to watch on television involves a form of classification, grouping shows by genre, rating, or popularity. Here are some more usage examples of classification in sentences and phrases. The scientific classification of living organisms is based on evolutionary relationships. The classification system used by the Postal Service helps ensure efficient delivery of mail. The company's classification of employees into different departments streamlined operations. The art museum's classification of paintings by period and style enhanced the visitor experience. The classification of risks is a crucial step in project management. The library follows the Dewey Decimal Classification System. The classification of minerals is based on their chemical composition. Data classification is essential for protecting sensitive information. The classification of customer feedback helps improve product development. The process of classification can help us understand complex systems. So, to summarize, classification is the act of grouping things together based on shared characteristics. We explored synonyms like categorization, grouping, sorting, arrangement, and organization. We also looked at antonyms like randomization, disorder, chaos, mixture, and scattering. We saw how classification is used in everyday life, from shopping to planning trips to managing projects. Thanks for joining me on Hello Word today. I hope you found this exploration of classification helpful. Remember to subscribe to the podcast and leave a review. Your support helps others discover the show and learn new words. Now, here's a challenge for you. I encourage you to create your own sentence using the word classification and share it as a comment under the video. I'm excited to see what you come up with. Until next time, keep exploring the wonderful world of words.